Hello, Mother. I'm here for our bi-monthly session. I brought the salt that Karina told me you requested. I know last month we had to make do with others, but this is the proper salt, straight from Orsinium, just for you. I think that it'll work wonderfully. You can give it a smell if you like. What do you think? Wonderful. Now, I also brought leather strips as well. Asteria won't mind that I took them without her permission. She'll understand, though, it's for you. Anything for you. Now, as always, Mother, I will start by cleansing our space. I know that the last time you complained that it wasn't cleansed enough, so I'll make sure to get it nice and toasty here for you. Make sure there's no pesciadra or even some daedra around. There we go. I hope you're enjoying this. It's relatively new. Calypso just bought it. Or maybe Sharaith bought it. I don't know. That cat's always so full of surprises. Perhaps Calypso got it from Sharaith. There we go. Perfection. Now, as usual, I will start with the salting. A little bit here. Get some over here. Make sure we're getting here. And we have to there we go. Let's grab a little more. Perfect. Now that that's nice and salted, let me tie up some of your loose bondings. Let's see here. There we go. There we go. Perfect. And let me get rid of this one. Wonder what caused it to come loose. Hope the newbie wasn't playing around with you. Let's see what else we need. Where else do we need? Let's see. How about there? The newbie. Oh, well, they're fitting in just fine. They're getting along with everyone. Even Asteria. And Basilio. And Leandra. Which is, I mean, that's a good sign. Very much so is. Now, of course, now that you're bound up properly again, let's get this hair done. They're on the very first contract. Although you'd already know that. And brush back. They're Nord, you know. And they're going back to Skyrim, which apparently they have made quite a few enemies there. But our sources tell us that they're fending well for themselves thus far. Our little birdies. Our little hawks. Perfect. Now, before I get to the beautifying, I brought our oils. There we go. Put some drops there. And some drops here. And there you go. Now let me put some on my hands so I can work it into your beautiful face. Perfection. I mean, not that you're not used to perfection. You are perfection. Now, let's see. Let's check your heart. Make sure it's nice and still. Nice and still. And not a beat to be found. Now, if you're alive, take some deep breaths for me, please. And around the back. Perfectly dead. Wonderful. Now, before I get... No. We have to save the lips for last. I may or may not have taken this from Karina without her permission, but you're probably telling her that right now. Let's see. Let's start with the eyes. Have you ever heard of the Eye of Magnus? Now that we have a Nord in the sanctuary, I've been hearing a whole bunch of Nord lore. There we go. Old Nord histories and whatnot. And how they slaughtered a whole bunch of elves in Sarthor all over an eye. An eye. I have 2 of them. You have 2 of them. Who needs an extra eye? Well, I mean, I guess Asteria needs an extra eye, but I mean she only has 1, so definitely could use another one. Now, let's make sure those cheeks have a nice sickly pallor to them. Let's see. There we go. There we go. Make sure you're looking nice and dead. Karina tells me that I spend too much time trying to make you look presentable. As only we're the only ones in the sanctuary who ever really see you. Aside from the odd curious glance from everyone else, but I think that you should look your best, no matter if anyone's going to see you or not. Sometimes a little bit of makeup without any prying eyes can help boost your self-esteem. You know, even if there is no one around. Let's get to these eyes. These lovely eyes. I'm going to go in for a bit of a liner. There we go. There we go. And just a little bit more over here. Perfect. Now, let's get some more of this hair out of the way first. I've only been to Skyrim a few times. It's a lovely place, I hear. You know, when you're trying not to freeze to death. But, you know, our new recruit's going to do well. Now let's see. The blood of our enemies. Huh. Argonian. Better not tell Vizsla that. And say, ah. A Breton can pretend. Breton can always pretend. My family? Well, my family. Haven't heard from them in ages. And it's not like they know where I am. And I just check to make sure that I've got everything. Well, the lighting in here is a bit dim. And you are a bit old and weathered and withered. Just gotta make sure I have everything. Perfect. Now, I think, to top it all off, we have to have you smelling nice and fresh. This is Shareth that bought it off of a high merchant over in Breville. Cyrodiil is lovely. Haven't been there in a while. You know, sometimes living in no man's land can be quite a bit of a drag, to be honest. But we make it work. Gives us a good look at all the provinces living right on the borders, having our sanctuaries around. Now, some final salts. Make sure you're nice and preserved. And to top it all off, I will cleanse the space again. make sure that Sithis knows we did a good job. And again, make sure that no pesky Aedra get to you. The Aedra don't understand. Dare I say they're frightened of us. You give me strength. You give us all strength, Mother. And you deserve to be kept in tip-top shape. Now, I'll see you